I'm Shea,
And I'm Shealyn.
and this is Shea Scare Lounge. Today we are on our virtual road trip driving through Utah. Utah.
Brain fart. Yes, you were surprised that I approved of this movie being part of our podcast because I not infamously, hate A24 movies. They make me very anxious. I don't know if that's what they're going for. They make me feel uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer a slasher movie over a psychological horror.
I don't mind the psychological horror. I don't like these.
These give me the heebie-jeebies in
They
so many
really
ways.
do.
This is my can't even say most favorite of them because I despise Midsummer and other films of theirs. But
The Witch. Ugh.
I think I was okay with The Witch. I saw it at the drive-in. I think I was under the influence, but I remember I didn't hate it. It was just like very dark and hard to see on a drive-in screen because
I watched it in the theater and I almost walked out.
Oh, really? So that bad?
Yeah.
So did you know this was A24 when you sent me? Because I was deciding between this and that other wild movie that I knew we wouldn't be able to find on any streaming platform. What was it? The Cannibal? Carnival?
The
I don't know.
Carnival of Souls.
It looked like something I would love.
No, yeah.
But I figured Hereditary would be an easy find.
It probably, yeah, probably. Yeah. But yeah.
Okay, so whenever this came out, I don't have notes on this movie. That's whatever.
We be winging this movie.
Yeah. So someone recommended I watch it. I watched it.
Eric.
I don't know. I know Eric made me watch Midsummer. This was either Eric or Robbie, one of those people that likes A24 films and knows that I like horror. Recommended I watch this. It was okay, but it, like I said, makes me feel very uncomfortable. I don't choose to watch films like that. I like movies with a lot of gore and, No,
okay, so the premise is, I will say this about the A24 movies. I hate every character that they bring up. Every character that's there, I hate every single one of them. I don't know what they do to these people that make me go, dude, I hate all of
them. The dad in this. The dad's, I feel like, is an innocent in this.
He is, but I do hate on him for a couple of reasons. And why does everyone look tired from word go? Life. Like the word go.
Yeah, their house is very dark. These movies, beautiful, cinematically gorgeous films, well lit, beautiful, great acting by everybody on involved, but it's like so dark. Like if I lived in that dark, dreary house, I know that's part of the whole vibe of it and everything. Do you want to actually say the plot or kind of explain it as we go along? Because
it's got some turns. It's got some twists in it. Got some bumpy roads and shit. So it's a little family whose the grandmother passes away, who is a horrible person apparently. So her mother dies. They weren't close. Whatever. She doesn't know how to deal with it. She goes to random meetings for
people who lost
people. But she's hiding it from her family. Like the weird secret stuff is like what throws me off. And I'm like, why? Your husband's a psychiatrist, which by the way, I don't think we ever really touch on. And why is he
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, he's a psychiatrist.
Oh. That's probably why she didn't want to tell
bags. But cool.
That makes sense though, because honestly, I was like, when he began his whole thing with it, she'd already flipped out in other ways and shown maybe she's a little psychotic. That she mentions the scene of
sleepwalking and stuff,
trying to light her son on fire and all this
both
stuff.
her kids, I believe.
Yeah, and I thought, okay, that's where as the dude, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna take the kids and leave. Like you've got, issue if you don't want to get them picked, if you don't want to see somebody about them, if you want to lie to me and say that you're going to the movies instead of that you're going to support groups, because it takes a lot more energy to lie.
Well, yeah, but then it's like, how are you guys not talking at all? Like, I'd be like, what movie did you go see? And why the fuck am I not going? And what, like, I have so many questions.
I mean, I love going to movies by myself, and I will
I'm just going to the movies, and it's like, and he goes, okay, like he blows it off, like whatever. But wouldn't your family rather you get support or get help? Wouldn't they rather you go to these things? I mean, I don't feel it's anything to be ashamed of to go, I need support and I'm going to go to the support group.
There's so many weird things about this. Okay. I don't even know how to explain the plot without giving away, the whole ending, which we will talk about, whatever.
We give away everything here, so.
But in the beginning, it just kind of cold open the obituary of the dead grandma, that thing, and then she is working on a project, pressures the son into taking the daughter into this, he lies and says it's a school event or whatever.
Barbecue
it's not, it's
or whatever.
Party,
it's
whatever.
A party.
Yeah. So they end up there. He, at first I wanted to hate on the son, but also he's being a whatever.
He's a teenager.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his sister has a very severe nut allergy. I believe that's her allergy. Which also, why wouldn't she always have an EpiPen on her? Why wouldn't he have one if the mom truly cared? Whatever. So, that goes into it. Maybe the mom was already in on it, trying to, because at the end, Payon or whatever needs a host body, right? It needs a male.
Right. That's why the little girl was like, Grandma, wish I was a boy.
Yeah.
Because they were close, and the daughter wouldn't allow her son to be anywhere near the mom when he was younger.
Yeah.
But then
so he
so she didn't have a close bond with her. But then the daughter, I mean, it's family stuff.
Yeah.
And it gets weird.
The worst family. Okay, so then goes to the party. His sister's having an allergic reaction. He leaves because, he's smoking weed in the other room, whatever, with his friends, trying to impress a chick. He leaves. He's going really fast, swerves to miss a dead animal, hits the pole, decapitates his sister, and then just drives home. I get it. You're in shock. You were already going to the hospital. Or don't you go back to the head? Or don't you turn around and check? I feel like he never turned around. He was just so maybe because he was also high that he was oh my god, that'd be the worst.
My mind. I was just like,
trip.
Oh my god.
I don't know if you've ever. I know you didn't party as wild as I did probably, but when things happen, they either sober you up really fast or you have a really bad trip. So maybe it's because he was still but to me, I could be drunk and I see a cop or I see my mom and I'm sober, bing. Right away, so I would think you knew you hit the pole, her head hit the pole, pull over, investigate, maybe she's okay, it was just very, that whole scene, I got chills just now.
Well,
and maybe
so much more about it.
Okay,
she has anaphylaxis. Why is there not an EpiPen in the car? I don't understand. But okay, just one on you at all times, because clearly he's not paying attention. He goes, oh, go eat the chocolate cake. And she's like, that's not for everybody. And he goes, no, it's for everybody. It's a party.
And she's like, okay, it shouldn't really be on him though, too, because he's still a kid. I understand he's her older brother, but the mom shouldn't have pushed that on, in my opinion, anyway, without giving him an EpiPen or something like that. And then, okay, they get home. The mom doesn't check on her before she's asleep.
There was so much stuff about that scene that I was just like, wait, okay, so all right, so let's say he was super high and he swerves and he hits the thing. And the moment he was sitting there going, it's okay, you're okay, you're okay, you're okay. And then he drives off. Now, clearly you've heard her not gasping anymore. So something's happened. She's stuck her head out the window and you hit the pole. Oh my God, the whole scene is traumatic.
I know.
And then he just slowly I'm just going to drive home. It didn't happen. Maybe that's.
And leaves the car.
He's in such shock. He's like, I'm just going home. He gets home and you hear the mom go, oh, they're home now. Why are you not coming back out and going, hey, so how was the party? I always do that. I wait up for Maddie if she has gone to a dance or something. And I'm like, hey, how was everything? I want to make sure you're good. You're in bed and it's all good.
Any mom, any dad would do that. I'm not even just putting the pressure on the mom. Any parent, usually, I swear, they would either just call your name out. And you'd be like, yeah, I'm fine, or it's me.
Right.
Especially before you go to bed. And that little girl was only 13. She's not that 13. Old. I feel like I was still I'm not getting tucked in at night by any means, but my mom would peek in and be like, oh, okay, good night.
Mm-hmm.
She would not have just kept on doing her, I don't know. So that whole part, I'm like,
yeah, and then the next day he's still in shock, laying there he hadn't slept all night, and then you hear the mom go, okay, I'm going to the store real quick. Do you need anything? All right, I'll be back. And then she goes and finds her daughter's body without the head.
Oh my gosh!
And loses it. Okay, there was at no point did anyone go, okay, so we need to explain why he didn't get in trouble.
Yeah, why didn't even ask him? What happened?
Why didn't we talk to him at all? Why were the police not involved? Like it just okay, we're going to go to here where her mental breakdown. Okay, we're going
And
to go
now
to
that you
here at the
point out,
funeral.
yeah, the dad's a psychiatrist. That even more so is like, why didn't he do anything? I thought maybe he was like an accountant or something, you know, so
No,
he's
he's a
like doesn't know how
psychiatrist.
to.
Like, why did you not put your family
What?
on medication? Like, what is going on?
That's
I
very
mean,
weird.
granted, that's all you could do as a psychiatrist is you give out pills, but it's just like nothing.
Yeah, but like, you don't even. That's all like, because I was virtually watching it with a friend who likes the movie. I'm like, dude, this has like so many issues with it. One, like we're saying, that she didn't even check on her kid, you know, before going to bed. But then you don't ask the guy, and he's like, oh, well, it's something it's hard to talk about. I'm like, yeah, but wouldn't you? What happened? Why didn't you go to the hospital? Are you okay? Did something happen to you? You know, like it'd be a natural response. I don't care how hard it is to talk about something. My
But
parents would talk about.
she has all this like animosity towards the son now because he obviously killed her daughter, which was
And later it's revealed that she never wanted to have the son in the first place.
Right.
When she has that lucid dream and she's like, I tried to miscarry multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
And that, you know, I always try and explain to people, because society likes to make you think everyone should have kids, right? No. Don't make people who don't want kids have kids, and don't have us pressure, because then you create someone like, you know, she didn't like him. She never liked her son because she wished he was never born, and that's terrible. But, you know, maybe she just should have been honest and told her mom, I didn't want kids, or whatever happened.
Which could explain why she subconsciously sleptwalk and tried to burn them all.
Very scary.
But and then we keep going and find out all these other plot twists. So the Annie, the character, the mom, she meets a friend, Joan, and she's at one of these like lost your family member things or whatever. And then turns out that she's some kind of witch in a coven, and they do a seance. And so now she wants to do a seance, and all this crazy shit starts happening to the son. Slams his face, and like he's seeing ghosts and he's seeing things, and things are happening to him, and he's like wigging out. She's wigging out. And there's a book because the daughter used to draw a lot. She's always into drawing. And so the mom walked into her room one night, and then it's flipping through and it's magically drawing things. So she went to burn the book, and when she burns it, it catches her on fire. Like she's connected to the book. So the wife, or Annie, the mom, thought if the husband burns the book, it won't affect her. Did you not think that if he burnt the book, he would catch on fire? You not think that? So she just grabbed it from her and threw it in the fire, and he combusted into flames and died. And then the whole
I know, it's
then we go upstairs, like, and or she chases
because
the son
it's
upstairs.
revealed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she finds, once she realizes, I think like something, whatever, with Joni or the new friend.
Joan, yeah.
Joni claims that her son and grandson how'd they die?
Drowned.
Whatever. Yeah, they drowned. So she wants to bring them back, whatever. So then she convinces her to bring back the daughter, which to me, I'm like, okay, this is gonna open a whole can of worms, because now I'm not saying I believe in all that completely, but I'm never gonna say I don't believe it, because I don't want something coming back to try and prove that I'm full, you know, like whatever. So she brings back the daughter. Clearly, it's affecting the son more so. That great scene in class. I think he actually did that. If I read a long time ago, like he actually broke his nose or something similar. Like that's his real blood or something. Like he went for it in that scene. I need to look into that more. But he's clearly possessed in a way or whatever. And when she's with that Joni, I forget the actual, when she realizes, or she goes to the attic and sees that photo album, and it's all pictures of Joni with her mom and the Satanist cult. And she realizes, because it's like slowly showing, like you mentioned the scene where the dad combusts. There's that white dude with his wiener out in the closet or whatever. Like there's just a naked white person, I think, a dude. And then when you go upstairs, it's all the naked people, because those are like the people you see at a nudist colony. Like it's never people you want to see naked. It's like those people. And so then she realizes this has all been a big plan, and she's that scene. I think it's cutting her head off, right? Like
yeah, she's using a piano wire, and she's like sawing her head off.
And he is going to become the host for Payon.
Payon.
What's in
Payon?
The like one of the 7. It's something. How many devils?
Kings of Hell or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Freaking.
So yeah, and it gets real. Like we turned a hard left on here and hit the gas. It's what happened. We were going, and then we went.
Very went. Rosemary's Baby is what I would compare it to. Where all of a sudden you're like, wait, the devil is having sex with her and impregnating her. You know, like it's really weird with the neighbors in that film, and then with this, like all of a sudden it gets very strange. Why is he going to school? Like why is
he going to school at all? Like you clearly there's trauma altogether. Like the sister died. Why are you in school the next day? I don't even understand.
Yeah. Like maybe he was so much it didn't happen like he did, but you can't do that either. That's not a healthy response to trauma either. So I don't know.
There was so much that I was like, this one's we're really pulling on stuff. We're like stretching it out. I was like,
I never want to have kids after this movie.
I can sit back and I can, suspend my reality a great deal to enjoy a movie.
Yeah.
I cannot do this with this movie because I'm like, what? And then she's making okay, you're a nutcase when you're making a miniature version of your daughter's death scene.
Yeah. Which, how did she know? I guess, did they call when they found the head and she went and saw the head? With all the...
I'm assuming.
Oh my god.
She's like drawing pictures, like a massive foam pole, and I'm just like.
And I know there's freak accidents, and that's probably how it would happen in real life. But I'm like, what the hell? Like, you swerve and there's the one pole because there's no street lights, like that. But I'm not ruling that out that couldn't really happen, or anything. But that is just that scene, like.
Oh, that's traumatizing enough. That scene,
yeah.
But yes, this was a hard pill to swallow. This movie.
Yeah,
let's do. How many miniature houses do you give it?
Do you want to go first?
1. I give it 1.
Yeah, it was probably the thing is like I don't want to hate on it completely because, like I said, thematically, lighting wise, gorgeous, great act. But I hate it. Like I hate their film so much, and maybe that's what they want. They want a reaction from it, whatever. So I'm gonna do like a 1.5.
Oh,
because people like it. Other people really like it. Would not recommend.
No.
I want to like their movies because they come out with a lot of stuff lately, but I'm always hesitant.
Very hesitant now that I see there's a theme, the running theme in these. No, thank you.
What? Dark and depressing. Yeah.
Depressing. And
like this one not as bad to me as like Midsummer, which we'll never do that movie because I will never watch a movie again.
Bad.
I will say like the best part of it, I think it's the opening. Or what? No. When they first go to the sun, is going from the dollhouse straight to his bedroom.
That is a good one. That is the best part of the thing is when they show that, and you don't even see any kind of transition. It is just.
It's amazing.
That's really good. Yeah. So I agree. The cinematography of it is beautiful. Movie I don't like.
Yeah, I'm like, what is wrong with you people? Like, God, are you like this all the time? Or are you just upset all the time?
I know. Do you need help? Is this a call?
Yeah.
Is this like a
Do you want someone to talk to? Call me.
Do you need a hug?
I don't know. Don't need a hug. But yeah.
So on that note,
I'll go cry now.
I know. Well, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, like, subscribe, share, ring the bell, do all the things, tell other people about us. If you're listening on Spotify or and Apple, and download and like and rate and subscribe and tell people about us. And until next time, hopefully we'll have a better movie.
No more A24.
Until next time.
Love you. Bye bye. Oh wait. Ah. What year did that come out? Were we together? Or no, that's before. Because I went to that. I remember, and I was like in the front row or something terrible, and I was literally like so disgusted that I almost wanted to leave.
The 2006. No, we were not together.
No, I was in college. Yeah.
No, we weren't together. I love how you say it like that. Were we together? Because we're dating.
When Nino will say partner, his pizzeria partner, and he means like business partner, but he'll say, "Oh, my partner," and my mom was like, "What? He's seeing someone?" Like before we're together, it's like, no, he means a dude business partner. And I try to tell myself, when you say partner and it's a man, people assume that's your partner.
Lover.
Partner.
Like, lover.
Partner. I don't know, dudes. But yeah, partner. Back when we were dating.
Right. We'll just say we were dating. Were we together then?
Yeah. We were Liz. Okay.